Red Ted and Terry are Bondi originals. They've been surfing here since they were kids. They've seen it all. They know every rip, every current, every rock. Every week, Red Ted, Terry and their mates gather at their usual spot, the Lamrock Cafe with its view of the beach, and the Bondi Pavilion, a landmark of the beach. They call it the Table of Knowledge. Here they share stories, trade tips, and watch the waves. The Table of Knowledge has seen countless sunrises. It's witnessed arguments, laughter, and moments of quiet reflection. It's a place where time seems to stand still, where the old ways still matter. Today the mood at the table is tense. Red Ted and Terry watch the new crowd on the waves, tourists with expensive boards and fancy wetsuits. They surf with a recklessness that makes Red Ted and Terry uneasy. Alongside Red Ted and Terry, the Table of Knowledge includes the local group of regular suspects. Salt in their veins. A Bondi legacy. Surfing is more than just a sport in Bondi. It's a way of life. It's woven into the fabric of the community. Generations have learned to read the ocean like a book. The old-timers taught the young ones, respect the ocean, respect the locals, earn your waves. These weren't just rules, they were a code. Bondi surfers had a certain look, a certain attitude. They were tough, streetwise, and unpretentious. They didn't need fancy gear or sponsors, they just needed the ocean and their boards. But things are changing. The new Bondi is a different place. Access issues cast long shadows on the beach. Cafes sell overpriced acai bowls. Pubs and bars selling $9 to $12 schooners. And the surf is crowded with newcomers. The new crowd brings a different energy to Bondi. They're loud, flashy and competitive. They treat surfing like a fashion show, not a sacred ritual. Red Ted and the other locals watch as a young surfer in a bright wetsuit cuts in front of an older local. The local yells in protest, but the young surfer ignores him. A wave rises, a perfect wall of water. Two surfers paddle for it, one old, one new. They collide, boards tangling, tempers flaring. The wave crashes, leaving behind a tangle of limbs and anger. It's changing, Red Ted. I don't know if we recognize our Bondi anymore. Is there still a place for the old ways in this new Bondi? Can the spirit of the old surfers coexist with the ambitions of the new? Only time will tell if these new tides will bring harmony or wash away the soul of Bondi Beach. A place where the past and the present collide like the waves against its golden sands. It's not just a beach. It's a living, breathing entity, shaped by the people who call it home and those who come seeking its magic. From the legendary surfers who carved their names into the annals of history, to the new generation who bring their own vibrancy and flair, Bondi has always been a tapestry woven from diverse threads. The spirit of the old surfers, the pioneers who rode these waves with nothing but raw passion and courage, will forever be etched into the soul of this beach. And while the new crowd may bring their own style, their own energy, they too become part of Bondi's ever-evolving story. The clash of old and new is not a battle to be won, but a dance to be embraced. For in this dance we find that history and modernity coexist, where respect for the past fuels the passion for the future. Bondi Beach is more than just a location, it's a legacy that honors its past glories and achievements while welcoming the new tides with open arms. As long as the waves keep rolling, so too will Bondi's spirit endure. Bondi forever. As we delve deeper into the essence of Bondi, we can't ignore the legacy of the old generation of the rock crew at South Bondi. These venerable surfers had their own territories and a unique social order that defined their lives. The hill, the clubbies, the beach ramps, and North Bondi were their local sanctuaries, each spot holding its own significance and stories. Drinking at the Astra, Denison, Diggers, Rex, Golf Club, or the Rats was not just a pastime. It was a ritual that strengthened their bonds. These places were more than just watering holes. They were the heartbeats of their community, where stories were shared and legends were born. For these men and women there was an unspoken rule, a degree of social local order that kept them grounded. They rarely ventured past the Anzac Parade border, for everything they needed was right here. Other places didn't exist in their world, and perhaps they didn't need to. Their lives were rich with the simplicity of local camaraderie, the thrill of the waves, and the comfort of familiar faces. In their eyes, Bondi was not just a beach, it was a universe complete unto itself. As we honor the past and look towards the future, we remember that the old guard of Bondi played an integral role in shaping the culture and spirit of this iconic beach. Their legacy continues to ripple through the sands of time, reminding us that Bondi has always been and will always be a place of deep-rooted connection and timeless tradition. While the waves and the beach might seem like the heart of Bondi, the spirit of the community pulsated through its local sports. The sport was an important factor as locals either played rugby league for Bondi United, the Rats, Paddock Colts, the Bondi Lifesavers, the Bondi Diggers, or various other sides in the area. These teams weren't just about the game, they were about forging bonds, creating a sense of belonging and uniting the community. The Astronauts, the Hill versus Car Park sides, all factored in to embrace the local community. These matches were more than competitions. They were social gatherings where friendships were strengthened and rivalries became legends. It was in these moments that the true essence of Bondi came alive, where sport and community intertwined seamlessly. As we look at the present-day Bondi, we see that these traditions still hold strong, echoing the values of teamwork, camaraderie, and local pride. The fields and courts may have changed, but the spirit remains the same, a testament to the enduring legacy of Bondi's sporting culture. As the 90s rolled in, Bondi's familiar rhythms began to change. The year 1995 marked a turning point with the infamous Bondi riot, a clash that would forever alter the area's social landscape. What started as a typical summer day quickly spiraled into chaos as tensions between locals, tourists, and groups from the western suburbs, or Westies, erupted. The riot was a wake-up call, revealing deep-seated frustrations and the cracks in the community's cohesion. The aftermath was a period of reflection and reckoning for Bondi. The event triggered a wave of changes, some subtle, others more pronounced. Gentrification began to creep in, reshaping the once modest beachside suburb into a hub of affluence and glamour. The quaint local shops and humble eateries started giving way to high-end boutiques, chic cafes, and luxury apartments. Tourism flourished, bringing in a new demographic that sought the sun, surf, and a slice of Bondi's burgeoning reputation. However, this influx also highlighted the strain on the area's infrastructure. Poor transport links and council decisions exacerbated the growing pains, leaving long-time residents grappling with an evolving micro-universe that seemed to prioritize commercialism over community. Yet, amidst the glittering new developments and the bustling tourism, the essence of Bondi's spirit persisted. The old made way for the new, but the core values of camaraderie, resilience, and local pride continued to resonate. Bondi's journey from a quiet coastal village to a world-renowned destination is a testament to its adaptability and enduring allure. As Bondi moves forward, it's clear that while the landscape may change, the heart of the community remains steadfast. A blend of history, culture, and the ever-present sound of the waves.
We are the crew, old school crew, anti and sub Bondi boat riders, Bondi longboarders, the hill and surf, wind and sea. Bondi hold the line, table of knowledge, John, Terry and crew, talks of past and glory. Talk the talk, walk the walk, clubby skates in the hoods, Bates Milk Bar where we meet, Vallis Milk Bar where we play. Jim surf, shakes are super thick, burgers, chips, Bondi life can't be beat. Old school crew, that's who we are. Bondi pride, near and far. No one else can take our place. In the sun we find our grace. Days in the sand, nights so clear. Bondi breeze, feel it near. Surfboard stack, life in flow. Each wave takes us where we go. Feel the rhythm of the tide. Bondi love we can't hide. Every corner, every street. Bondi memories can't be beat. Old school crew, that's who we are. Bondi pride, near and far. No one else can take our place. In the sun we find our grace. Days in the sand, nights so clear, Bondi breeze, feel it near. Surfboard stack, life in flow, each wave takes us where we go. Feel the rhythm of the tide, Bondi love we can't hide. Every corner, every street, Bondi